Hey, what's up? I'm a student, and that means I have exams, and that means I have to study. I say this every now and then, but I'm actually, no, I like school. I was gonna say I'm a good student, but I feel like my grades don't reflect that. Not that they're bad, it's just I don't have the grades I want. Um, but I'm a student. I really do enjoy the process. Like very often I dedicate a lot of my time to projects and events and all of that. But like often I have to come back to like the nitty and gritty of like actually doing study on time and going through slides and like setting time aside and all of that. Um and right now, the thing I'm studying for is my CMSC 216 exam. That's basically Introduction to Computer Systems. Funny enough, I was really excited about this because one project, Star Labs, is intending to work on is a native web model game engine. And the idea was to take Godot, since it's an open source game engine, and basically just pull it apart and rebuild it from scratch to make it like a web model. Um, a lot of trouble with that if you think about it. But like, besides it, a lot of it would have to be done in C and assembly, right? So learning about those now really does help a lot in terms of future work. Even though I'm sure I'm going to be using a lot of agentic coding tools, I don't like being in a position where I can't understand the language they're speaking. Um, but yeah, so that's something I'm doing right now. I think it's really nice. I think sometimes I get really intimidated that I actually don't know how to study, but like when I get into study, it's like, oh, dang, I'm actually pretty good at this. It's just a matter of time. I think. Actually, I would argue this, right? I think most people actually like a lot of topics like this. People who say they don't like math, they don't like biology, they don't like this. It's often because they don't have the raw fundamental tools to participate in the game. Right, so let's think of basic arithmetic. Like if it's just addition, subtraction. If you have like a math game, most people would actually like it because I can do 5 plus 2, I can do 7 times 9, all those stuff. But when it comes more complicated, let's say like calculus, not really complicated depending on your level. But like let's say that a lot of people start like falling off because they don't have the basic understanding to actually participate in the different problems. So it becomes less of a game and more so of like this um impossible challenge, right? It becomes this impossible challenge to overcome. Um, I do think I think that's like the biggest thing I do look for when I'm studying. I look for those raw blocks for me to actually participate in the game of learning. Because when I have those raw blocks, that's when it becomes fun, right? Like even like with linear algebra, like one of my worst classes, just because of how hard it was, I had to actually write out like the stuff on the board, a lot of writing. With that class, as much as I was tired of it, the second like I got the raw idea of a concept or a lesson or a topic, then it became fun. I was like, oh dang, it's a nice puzzle. I can figure this out. Even with now I'm doing assembly and with just some registers and stuff like that. So like now it's just like taking C code, really basic C code, not anything complex, taking C code and then translating that to assembly. It's actually pretty fun. It's not too complicated. The only thing I don't like is that sometimes I forget like something exists. I'm like, oh, you can do that. So about doing like I was trying to figure out like division or something. I was like, you have to use sorrow. I was like, what the heck is sorrow? Like that, I never saw that. So I'm happy it's an open note exam. So I just have to make sure I have a documented and organized list of all the tools I can use in that regard. Um, I'm excited. I think it's a fun topic. I think there's a lot to learn. I'm excited because the native world model game engine stuff as well. But yeah, the plan is currently 10, 10 on the dot. So the plan is I'm going to continue studying for about the whole day, to be honest. I'm going to go eat dinner real quick, then I'm going to continue studying for the rest of the day. Maybe break into 2 a.m., 3 a.m., and then from there, hopefully wake up early to the last batch of studying before the 11 a.m. exam. But besides that, I have nothing else to say, so have a great day.